Hello, hello. Right, back to a bit more game dev stuff with King of the Ring. Swap over to our Unity screen. So I'm hoping to wrap up today. There's a few things I think we need to look at. I think the plan today is going to be where's our where is our list? Where are we? King of the Ring. So what we got left is we can hide that. Performance, I'm not going to do the side slam. That can be a future thing if we come back to King of the Ring. But performance and music are the main things. Don't think there's anything else. And then publish again. Now the music we've got at the moment, when I have it on streams, it shows up a copyright claim. So it's not a strike, it's just a case of attribution. So either we've got to make sure that we've got the right credits in the game for that music, or we have to pick something else or make something ourselves. So we'll have a look into that. And performance is the other one. So that should be okay. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. And let me just check something here. Okay, nice. Right, let's have a look. So we'll just give it a little play here. I think we're basically good enough here for a proper stable release. We need to make sure we get rid of these console logs. And there's a few things I would quite like to change. Oh, pause isn't working at the moment. Can we click on it? Yeah. So let's just make a few more checks on those. Pause. Performance music publish. What's this saying? Okay, that's fine. And then we'll get rid of the console logs and we'll just check the to-dos as well. So we go to our scripts. We can start with the character one, so let's have a look. And also, let's double check here on our player, where we've got our player controller. I think this is where the pause is not linked up properly. Events, player, on pause, here we go. Now where is pause going to be in the scripts? Okay, I think we're okay with that to do. That has been removed, so that's good. Tweak values. Maybe we'll have a little look at that. The slam, I think, is okay at the moment. I think we'll get rid of that one. This maybe we'll have a little look at. We've got rid of our culprits. We haven't got our Stack Overflow anymore, so you can get rid of those. I think the slam is okay. I think that's fine. Right, let's have a look for on pause, which is in player controller, which is the same as all the other inputs. Okay, so we go here, we drag our player into our runtime, and player controller on pause. Okay, so that should give us a pause. And then we've got to clear out some console logs, I think. Console.log. Ooh. Oh no, it's called debug.log in Unity, isn't it? Okay, this one isn't commented out, but let's just get rid of it. This one, let's just get rid of it. Get rid of this. Go here, get rid of this. Go here. Just going to clean up all of this code. Audio manager, yep. You're gone. You're gone. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, so that's all the debug logs gone. Heap life we need. Level loader we need. Main menu manager we need. Options, yes. Preloader, yes. Nothing in variables, nothing in archive. Good. This script I think we can get rid of, but we'll leave it in just for the moment. So there's nothing in the scripts folder on its own. The animator I think we're happy with. Character controller, let's just have a quick look. Move character, start jump, jump, stop jump, jumping check, grab and throw, holding check, throw, slam. Cool. That's all good. Oh yeah, I'm checking the using statements as well. Those are both used, that's fine. Character stats. I'm going to leave that in because that's something we haven't addressed yet. Right, we're not using system here, okay. Player controller. That's fine. Rigid body movement. Now this is the main chunk, isn't it? These all seem okay. Almost everything is private or protected. That's fine. We just got the events which have to be public. Now there is probably a little bit of tidy up that we can do. But this is a simple if check. A lot of balls that can drop out of the fixed update stuff. Untrigger enter. We might have a revisit of that, but you don't have to. And I feel like those are quite good at the moment, so fine here. $500. It is quite a big yeah, it's quite a big class here. Might try and strip that down a little bit. Camera shake, that's fine. Enemy spawner. I think we're fine with that. Game manager. We're not using collections here. Let's get rid of that. That's all okay. Anything here not used? References to all of them, that's good. Keep alive, yep. Level loader, yep. Main menu. Looks good. Options. Looks good. Preloader, looks good. Right, then these last few, which are all good. Right, so file save all. Let's build. We'll just check that the pause functionality works. Actually, we'll run from the launch scene. I think what we want to do, we'll commit this as a final test build. Or version 1, let's call this. Right, and then let's just double check. We've got change sets in there. Yes, we've got a game scene. Got moved. Where's our test scene? Added, here we go. It's gonna be here, I think. Scenes, test scene, yep. Utilities. Right, and then what we're gonna do, so we're gonna go in pending changes here. We're gonna say, we're gonna get rid of everything we don't want to keep hold of. So archive goes. Helpers. The substrate renamer, that goes. We're using all of the rest of those. So this is just gonna be the last tidy up. Right, scenes. Our test scene is going to go. Our utilities is going to go. So we just have the main scenes there. Prefabs, that's all we need. Level loader and player. Is this the old player? Yes, so we can get rid of that one. And we can move all of these into the prefabs folder. And we'll get rid of the new prefabs folder, that's good. Player's gone. This is still there, that's fine. Input system, that's okay. Fonts, we have our one font. We have our thinner machine. Audio. Right, this is the one we need to change. UI hover, this is all selected, that's fine. Art assets. Now, is there anything here that can go away? Screens, they're all fine. Sprite libraries are all fine. Animations. Menus and background, that's all okay. Crossfade is good, and character. And that's it. Universal render pipeline. Cool. Right, then we're checking this. Remove all test scenes and objects. Or publish. Checking changes. Right, and then we go to our preloader and we play from here. Let's just mute that quickly. Get rid of that music. And then we can unmute. just double check we've got no errors coming up. Pause works. Ah, what did I do there? Oh, I pressed escape. That's okay. That would have stopped the input anyway. Oh, I keep forgetting about this. Right, let's do this, and then we're gonna look for some new music. No, no, no. Right, the slam attack is just too strong anyway, but especially if you can time it right. No. Right, okay, I think that's good enough. Right, let's stop that then. And what we're going to do, we're going to look for some music. So, free music for games. So I think we want some chiptune kind of stuff. Let's have a look at this first. Funeral procession. No. Chiptune and video game. Let's go for something energetic. Check out our FAQ. Any project, this includes video production, video games, so on. As long as you give us credit in your project or purchase the licensed version of the song, you can use it for any purpose. Okay, how do I credit? Okay, song titles by Twin Music.com. That's a nice easy way to credit. Right, let's go back to that then. And we're going to have to pause our own music for a second. Right, so we were looking at energetic. Can we hit... Oh, wow, that's loud. I just realised, probably not capturing this. Let me... Dev audio sources, here we go. Right, that's probably quite loud, so let's dip that down quite a bit on the stream side as well. That should be okay. This isn't quite what we're looking for. This could be. Kind of. Only tense ones. Same ones. Powerful. No. Let's have a look at all. So there's only a few here. No. Maybe. No. 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 Maybe, yeah, maybe 8-bit March. But I'm assuming that's being used quite a lot considering it's the recommended. Don't think so. Nope. This could be. So let's just make a couple of notes. Music. So we got Mega Rust. And what was the other one? 8-bit March. So far. Those are potentials. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Okay, these aren't going to be... I don't think these are going to be the ones we're looking for. Not quite what we're looking for here, I think. How about dance and electronic? Oh, it's only a 10-second one, that one. Okay, let's have a look at some of the other sites then. Free music for commercial products for video games. Let's have a look. Oh, is it just a list? Right, okay. Where is your volume control? Let's just dip that loads on stream. I'll just turn my own headset volume down. I don't think that's what we're looking for. Nope. Oh, there's 2,000. Wow. Where do we see that info though? Oh, here when you click on it. This is quite cool. Have a look at this one. Might look at some remixes on that one. That's pretty cool. I think this Alex we quite like. Let's put on working on sourcing. No. Game music. Let's just call this. Nope. Nope. Right, we'll try. Oh, we might as well try the rest of these on this page. Nope. Okay. Wait, what tags have we got here? Let's pause this one. So what do we listen to here? That's a good option. This could be a good option. And there's some remixes here. Should we listen to these ones? That sounds about the same. Yeah, they're all the same. This one's something different. Not a fan of the differences there. Right, let's go back to the start again. I think this is my favourite so far. Oh. Ignore that. I apparently still have the tracking clicked on Okay. Right, so this one is the right license here. We're not on non-commercial only, but I mean, it isn't non-commercial, so it kind of doesn't make sense. Available without any restrictions for sliding scale, royalty free. What does this mean? So we just need to give the correct attribution. How do we privacy terms maybe? Content supplied. No legal advice. Okay. How do we credit? How it works? You just need to upload. You find it. You put it into your project. There's got to be some way. Music for games. Licenses. Full CC license. What does it do? Creative Commons by Provide a link to the license. You must give appropriate credit and provide a link to the license. Okay. Let's just have a little listen to some of these. Nope. Nope. Nope.
The deeper.
Did you know the village?
I think we want something more energetic than these. Oh, that one. Nope. No, okay. We're going to go with the ones we found there, I think. So one of these three. Or what was the other one here? Chiptune. 8-bit March. No, Mega Rust. Potentially Mega Rust. But compare that to Drive. Right. Let's just have a quick look on like one of these links on YouTube. And let's just see how they've credited. Because that might be the easiest option, is just to find it and copy. Drive, Exposer. So where does this go? It goes to here. If how to give credit. Let's just double check this. No, it's the same link again. Last modified in 2013. Wow. Right. Let's have a look at one of these as well. Let's just see. How is this credited? It's not that I can see. If we copy this, how would we do this credit? Oh, it doesn't even have the links. It just shows ... Okay. I wonder if we have a look for these tags. See if there's anything good here. Right, and the other option is let's see if we can find the link to the actual file that we've got at the moment. Which I think, where are we going to find that? Let me just have a little look. Right, contents. Live. Restrictions. Copyright claim. No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Where's this copyright claim? This one. See details. Right, this was the... I think this... Right, how do we credit? Contact policy? Maybe let's have a look at policy. Here we go, non-commercial. Are there any restrictions? TikTok's restricting, due to copyright. Music strictly on the site strictly for non-musical cases. For example, your music not allowed in the following. You can't use it in that. Yeah, okay. Can I use videos uploaded to YouTube system will notify the account holder account monetize restriction? This restriction can really See, this is the main thing I don't want to have. Just on the very slight off chance that someone decides to play our game, like on a stream or something, I don't want this to restrict any monetization options. So that's the main reason why I want to change it. So I think we want to go for drive. Whoa, that's so loud. We're definitely going to have to drop the volume of this. Right, it's down there. Oh, here we go. Awesome. Just downloading. There we go. No. How do I... How do I download it? Let's share. How do I download this though? Save audio. Here we go. Right. Okay. In the ring. Sound effects. That can go there. Cool. And then we go here. Audio. Background music. No, don't double click it. And we want to change what this is, right? Because this, yeah, that's the old one. And this is about 2 minutes. Or does it leap automatically? I wonder if this new one loops. Key in the ring. Let's done that in. We might have to open it up in. What's it called? Audacity, and drop the volume. Why did it not get our attribution stuff? Download. Copy to clipboard. Okay. Paste as text. No. Why is it missing? It's not copying it, that's why. Okay, that looks like that worked. Has that imported? It has imported. Now let's have a quick look at this. Yeah, look how loud it is. Can we drop it on here? No, it doesn't look like it. Right, Audacity it is. I think even if we had this at half volume, it would be still way too loud. Sure, he's normally quite quick to update. Okay. Yep. Go for it. Okay. Next, next, next. Yep, that's fine. Sure. Install. Yep, close them, it's fine. Yeah, look, nice and quick. Right, launch. And then we'll get a what's new. Don't really care. Okay, file. Open. We want to go to quick access. No. Yep. In the ring. Sound effects. This one. And all we want to do is. How do we do this? We do edits. No. Tracks. No. Generate effects. Analyze tools. I can't remember how to do this. Don't we just like click on this and drag it down somehow? Envelope tool, multi-tool. Let's do the multi-tool. There we go. Like something like this. Still quite loud. Oh no, didn't mean to split it though. Let's go like here. Save. Oh, do I have to stop it? Oh yeah, let's see if it loops as well. I don't know why this bit's different. No, no. I think we can cut some of the ending off of that. Let's see what that's like. I think we can cut a little bit more off of it. So wait, if we do this, and then we play here. Almost. Don't want to zoom in that far, that's too much. I think that sounds alright. Right, so zoom out. Let's just cut off that end bit. Right, file, export as, I think WAV is better, but it was, wait, it wasn't MP3 before, so let's do MP3. Right, let's leave these in. And quiet. Save that. Okay. Let's get rid of that. That's too loud. And then we just got to figure out somewhere we can put that little music attribution. Which I imagine we'll want on our main menu, right? Maybe just down here in the corner? Or maybe we have a credits button. Yeah, what if we take our menus here, move them up a little bit. Oh, we can't move them because they're linked to here, aren't they? Can we move them up here? Nope. let's do that. And then along the bottom of this, we're going to add UI Text Mesh Pro. We're going to do it across the bottom. I'm going to call this credits. Credits. And this is just going to be made by Alex and Jake. Chill cut. Let's have a quick look. LD51. Don't need to open it loads of times. Okay, that looks fine. And then we just want to duplicate this. And then wait, how did they credit it? In here, drive. Soundtrack. Let's do that. No, actually, background music. No, main music. Music. And we're gonna just do this. There we go. Right, this guy is gonna go up a little bit. It's going to say music credit. And both of these we're going to put in our proper fonts. And we're going to drop the font size loads. So it all fits in. Let's cut this and put it here. And then if we do a new line there, and then another new line here. That looks okay. This font size can come up a little bit. Okay, so let's do 20 on that. Let's do an ampersand here. And then this music credit, this can be 14. Can I see this as full screen? Play maximize, let's do that. Let's have a quick look. How does that look on full screen? Why am I missing the bottom though? I think that should be fine. I don't think it's actually missing the bottom there. No. So play unfocused, that's fine. Right, I think the only thing left now go a bit bigger on that. No, 20 is alright. Right, we're going to save that. We're going to drop that over. And then we've got to go to our scenes. Where's scenes? Preloader. Load this up. Game managers. Audio manager. Background music. And we should swap in. Oh, wait, we didn't. Quiet. Let's upload this. It'll take a little while to load it into the game. There we go. Right, let's see. How's this sounding? Let me pause the other music. Let's make sure Unity audio is being captured. Unity Hub, no. Where's Unity? This one. That seems okay. Right, we're gonna slot that in. We're gonna save. And we're gonna play. And we're gonna see what it sounds like. And see how it works with the rest of the game. Okay, it's not too loud. Hey hero, how's it going? Welcome in. That seems okay. It could probably be a little bit louder. And it restarts when it comes into here. I think it can be a little bit louder actually. I think I made it too quiet. Ooh. Almost. Let me just swap over here. I'm good, thanks, yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's something we made for Ludum Dare in October, which is a little game jam. And I've just been like tweaking it to try and learn a bit more about some Unity best practices and all that kind of stuff. It's come a long way since the game jam version. Yeah, I think the music needs to be louder. It can go quite a lot louder, I think. I think the original volume is too loud though, right? I think this is going to be too loud in this. The theme was every 10 seconds. So let me just find this link. So, oh, I already had it open here. The idea originally, we came up with an idea of doing like a Royal Rumble wrestling kind of game where every 10 seconds you had new enemies enter the ring. And this is kind of where we got to at the end of the original 72 hours. this version here. I'm just going to turn off that music because we get a few copyright notices on that. But yeah, it's basically quite a lot simpler. Not as before. It's very difficult to see what's happening. And there wasn't the slam attack, it was just a grab attack. But obviously in 72 hours there's not much you can get done. And as you can see, we've got a few different... It's hard. What the new version or the old version? Right, let's see. Let's have a quick listen in and see if we can use this new audio, how loud this is. It might be the version that's currently on itch. I'm just about to like wrap up this bit and publish this, so it could be that we've tweaked some values on that. Okay, that doesn't sound too loud actually. Considering like you can choose to turn it down a bit, and you can have it all the way off. Might be a little bit loud. You know, it'd be good actually if I change the menu animations to match the tempo as well. Yeah. There's a bit of that. I think this newer version should be better because the enemies spawn a little less frequently to start with. Yeah, let me have a quick look at the... I think that audio sounds good, that kind of level. Yeah, what? Let me just check what the last value was. Because when we uploaded this was like... When was this updated? 4 days ago. So I think we tweaked some values since then. Let me just turn that music off again. I think this one has enemies starting in the ring straight away and quite a lot spawning straight away. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think it has been made easier, don't worry. So I started messing around a bit with Unity at the start of the year. And I made this game called... Oh, I made a game about Partygate. Which I think I did upload a version here, but I don't know. I don't remember quite what stage this one was. I think there might be a little bit more that I did with this, but I didn't publish it again. Let's have a quick look. Oh god, this is really old. And also, for some reason, my... I think it's not running properly in this. Yeah, no, this is a really old version. But yeah, so I tried making that at the start of the year and did like a couple of months with Unity, and then this game jam in October that we picked up. This is the first 2D game that we did, and I did this with one of my old flatmates. So over the 72 hours, I think I've mostly been doing the development since the game jam. So maybe like, let's say 4 months in total for game development entirely. I have a bit of a background in web development though, so some coding and programming knowledge there. Now, what was I going to test? Yeah, the music's way think the music's better here. It could be a little bit quieter. Do you make games as well? Let's see if we can go for something like this. You've been for about 2 to 3 months. You're trying to make games for your phone. Oh, cool. What kind of games are you looking at? You doing pixel art games? You doing 3D? You doing some other 2D type? Oh wait, did we just change some bit of it? Yeah. Let's try and make that evenish. Oh, that's cool. A lot of ideas on how to transfer different games to different genres from PC to phone. Yeah, that would be cool. Working on a project about memory. In the game, you need to be able to memorize a sequence of buttons. That'll be quite fun. What are you trying to do with them? Are you doing like, yeah, I suppose various mobile games there then. Are you going to do Android and iOS? Well, let's try and export this one as well. MP3. Let's just save that. Yeah, nice. Well, mainly for the development charges. So with that Partygate game, I released on Android because for an Android license to put your own games up onto the store, I think it was something like $40, and that's a lifetime license. Whereas iOS, you have to pay $100 every year. So I thought, while I'm still learning how to do it, and probably not launching loads of games, I'm just going to go with the Google one, the Android one, because I will use it eventually, and it's a one-off payment. But if I get the, if I went for the iOS one, I'd have to pay the $100, and I might not even release an iOS game this year, which I haven't ended up doing. So I've saved myself $100. I know it's not loads, but I thought it's worth waiting until I've got something ready to publish before I get that license. Right, so let's drop this in. Yeah. Definitely agree. That's it, yeah, $25. And then, yeah, if it's something that looks like it could be worthwhile releasing onto iOS, and maybe if it can make, if it can cover the iOS charge in advertising or in-game purchases and stuff like that, then yeah, sounds good. Not yet. No, so that Partygate game is on the it's on the Android, on the Play Store, but it's down as early access. I never bothered really like finishing the publication of it, and then this is the second game that I've basically ever worked on. We're gonna see how this does. And then we're probably going to do the next Ludum Dare game jam, which is in January, I think it is. Something like January the 7th or something like that. Let's see if we can find it. Ludum Dare 52. No, Might have to type in Ludum Dare 52. Coming up, 6th of January. So yeah, I think I've got some ideas of what I want to do next. I want to do a horror game. And I quite want to try and do like a Twitch or YouTube chat integration game. There's no rewards on Ludum Dare, but there are some game jams that do give rewards. But it's more, for me at the moment, it's more about the challenge and to see what I can make. Because I think the rewards will only be for like the top of the top. So for Ludum Dare 51. Wait, can we see it on here? Games? Let's have a look. All events. There you go, 51. So, results. No, stats, here we go. So yeah, there were 2,400 submissions done for the last Ludum Dare. So if you want to try and get in the top 10, it's quite a big competition. But a lot of the time it's more about publicity. If you join if you join some of the bigger jams and come up with something good, then there's a chance people will just play your games and then get to know about you and look out for your games in the future. I can get rid of these. Get rid of these. So we're going to test this with the updated music. And let's just test the sound levels on this. I'm going to hopefully check that it doesn't go too loud on stream as well when it runs. So that seems alright. If it's too loud for people, then I have the option here. The color on Unity. So this is something that people recommend, because when you go into play mode, if you make changes into various stuff, it doesn't always save. So it's in edit, preferences, and then colors, I think. And then somewhere down here, play mode tint, this one. So on here, if we move it around, this is what we're doing. Wait, let's just check that didn't. Oh, I did. Wait. 00 A 877. Yeah, that's it. No worries. Yeah, it's just so that you know when you're in play mode, because there's a lot of things with Unity. So let's say if we go into the game, we load up this game menu, and then in the game scene, let's say you picked your player, and you're like, oh, I don't like this. I want to change the mass to like 90 or something like that. And then you come out of play mode, and then go back to your game scene and have a look at the player. The mass will be back to 80. Because it only saves changes when you're not in whatever this is called. Is this game mode? Play mode? We just saw the name of it, didn't we? What's it called? Play mode. So it's a good thing to have a little tint on it so that you're aware of when when you can save and when you won't save. Right, so I think actually we're quite happy with this audio level. And we've got the correct credits showing on the main menu now as well. So let's just try one last time. And then we're going to have a little look at performance. That all looks good. Going to start. Thanks for the follow. Right, move, grab, jump, slam. Slam only works while airborne, that's fine. Okay. There's loads more that I'm like... I keep on looking at my old games and be like, okay, I want to add this feature, then this feature. But at this point, I think I just want to start working on another game again. Yeah, we'll just write to my artwork. This with this 2D game, this was the first pixel art stuff that I've done. So I bought myself a copy of Sprite and did the animations and all that kind of stuff. So here we are. We've got all the different effects. So there was an idea to do like a slam attack. But at the moment we're just doing like a downward slam instead. But that would be a future feature if I decide to come back to do more in this. Is like sideways slams and stuff like that. And then we've got the jump, which is okay. Like there's a lot more I could do better for this. But a lot of this was all based on the stuff we did over the game jam. So I've kind of stuck with a lot of it. And actually, I think there was recent folders. Let's have a look. King of the Ring. Where is... No, that's the wrong folder. Maybe here. I'm sure we've got... Where's our jack? Have we only got this one? Yeah, so the idea was to bring in the jack of the suits, the 10 of the suits, and the ace of the suits as well. And then you'd have 5 different value cards for each of the 4 different suits. And that would give a bit of variety. But it got to a point where I was like, okay, this is not a game that I'm going to like fully publish and fully release. So this is more a game for learning how to use Unity properly. So yeah, this is one of the main issues though. Is you just get stuck with you get weighed down by all the other sprites, which I don't really know how to address. I know it's to do with the colliders. Yeah, it just stops you being able to do the jumps, which is the annoying thing. And it doesn't help that I'm, with the spades, I'm a little bit shorter at jumping. So each of the suits have like different bonuses for like movement speed and throw strength and all that kind of stuff. And the same with each of the, well, the king and the queen. They have slightly different values. So we go here and we restart and take. Here we go. I've got a much higher jump with the queen. Yeah, that's the only thing. How do I stop? I kind of want to stop being held down by other people. Yeah. You basically, I think the tactic is to use the slam attack the whole time and make sure that you jump early enough so you don't get caught by everyone else. So if you time the slam right at the very peak of the jump as well, you get this like crit attack, which does a lot more damage. Or puts a lot more force in the attack. But yeah, I think it's all about making sure you don't get swarmed by the enemies. Nice, alright. Well, I like this music choice. This is good. I'm liking that improvement. So let's go back to our audio assets. Now we can put the normal music back on. And we'll get rid of the two, well, actually the three that we're no longer using. Which are these three maybe? Yep, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And we'll delete those. And we'll commit this with new background music and credits on main menu. And we're checking those changes. Right, so the only things left, I think. So we're using OneNote here for some checks. We've done this. We've done this. So we want to do a little bit of performance. And then we're going to publish. So we started having a look here. Where is it? The profiler overview. But I'm sure I had something up here. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Right, we're going to start looking at... We don't need it occlusion culling. I just want to know how to use the... How to use the performance checker. Let's put 2D in here as well. Let's do stuff this year, because otherwise it's old information. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. And what we're going to do, we're just going to... Oh no, I don't want Godot. The way I normally do research stuff like this is I watch the video through on double speed, and then we go back and listen again to see if it's relevant. Right, so we want to swap to this audio here. We're going to pause our background music. And let's listen in.
Talking about giving yourself an FPS boost or a little kick in the Unity editor to make it that little bit smoother. I want everybody to comment down below and give me your suggestions on ways that you've made your experience that little bit better. Now, this is Unity 2020, and with newer versions, I'll touch on a few things that you can look at. We're going to play a game of Spot the Difference, so I like to have my scene view up here and game view down here. So I'll press play on my scene, and you can see that my FPS is around 70 frames per second. Now, in the next instance, I'm going to play it on a full screen mode, or just maximize on play in Unity. So now you can see my game view is maximized on play with the same resolution, but you can see that my FPS is over 200. Now, you might argue that this was just because it's rendering the scene view at the same time as the game view, and it's impacting performance that way. Now, yes, that is true, and that can affect performance, and
Wait, have we got an option in here? We do stats. Ah, okay. Right, play maximized. And let's see what it comes out as. Okay. Looks like a decent FPS. I mean, there's probably nothing we really need to do. All components. Okay, yeah, as the delete, that's fine. 2 milliseconds on the render thread, that's fine. That seems fine.
There's a few ways that you can just work around this. Obviously, if you're somebody who has a very big scene, you can obviously turn off elements of your environment or something that you're working on. And in modern versions of Unity, you can specifically look on this left-hand side, and below the little plus icon, we can just click left and we can hide specific assets that we may not want to see at any given time, which will improve performance. As you can see now, I've got over 100 FPS. But you can see that I've removed everything from my scene now, including all effects, and I still don't have the same amount of FPS that I had before. I think it's just to do with the Unity editor and the way that it draws extra resources in from playing. You can untick the lighting, and you can also untick any post-processing or fog effects that you might have that apply to your scene if you don't want to add any extra resources that you need. Sometimes when you've got a lot of tabs open when you move them around and you do a customized look like I've got here, you can go to the drop-down of layout and you can actually reset your layouts. So then that can sometimes fix performance issues too. And for some people who are specifically have lower end hardware or maybe using a laptop, you can go to edit project settings, go to player, and then in the other settings, and you can go to the auto graphics API for Windows, untick that settings, and you can see that mine's defaulted to DirectX 11. Then you can click the little plus and you can choose the different APIs that Unity uses. So Vulkan specifically supported for AMD specific hardware, DirectX 12, which is currently in experimental phases, or if you're on really lower end hardware or older hardware, you may have an option for DirectX 9, which may well improve your performance. So I do hope you found these little tips and tricks helpful, and do comment down below with
Okay, that's no good.
Today I thought it would be fun to go through some Unity optimization techniques that you hear around to see how much impact they actually make and if they're even worth using. I've just set up this little test bay here. All right, so the first one up is send message. When I first started Unity, I found the send message function and I'm like, well, this is super convenient. As long as you've got a reference to the object, you can just call send message. But as you hear time and time again, send message is not good practice and it's slow. In the first test here, I've got it's going to be running send message. In the second test, I'm going to be grabbing the component directly and then calling the function directly. All right, so let's run send message and we'll do max iterations. And there we go. So as you can see, get component is 2 times faster than send message. And on top of that, I mean, you also get the class ready to go. So we can now manipulate and call other functions on this class if we want. Whereas send message, you have no idea. You're kind of just like shooting in the dark. There's no way to check here to see if this object that we've got actually has this function. There's really no reason to use send message ever, right? Like you should always just grab the class. Well, at least I haven't found a good reason to use send message. Maybe someone else has, and you could leave it in the comments. I'd be interested to know. Okay, next is the internal call caching. I've just started using Writer over the last few months, and I had no idea this was even a thing. But every single time you try to use transform, if we just decompile this here, you'll see that it's actually an external call. So basically, this is them shooting this across to the C++ side, and then it would shoot back, and then we would get our transform. So for example, if we were just doing this in an update loop, right, this would be 3 calls to the C++ side and then back again for us to get the position, rotation, and scale. So more favorable way of doing this is caching it locally and then grabbing it from that cache. But an even better way is to globally cache it and then grab it from the global cache. And I will show you. So if we do 900,000 calls, so as you can see, there is actually a decent difference here. Fully caching it is 2 times as fast as not caching it at all. So yeah, this is 900,000 calls. So that honestly, the difference is not too major. Like if you're talking about something like 3,700 calls, you're looking at not even 1 millisecond. And I highly doubt you're doing that many API calls to the Unity API per frame. So take it with a grain of salt. Don't do it for performance. Do it for maybe just the reason that you could possibly rename this to T or something and make your code a little bit shorter like that. And a lot of people don't like doing that. They like descriptive names. So do I. But performance-wise, it's not going to save your game. Okay, so this next one is interesting. And interesting because it goes against what I see everybody suggesting, and that is that you should not use vector 3 distance, right? In this top one here, because inside here, if we decompile it, it makes use of square root, which is known to be slow. You should use this alternative here, which is just a simple square magnitude. But according to all of my tests, it is like one or the other. Okay, so 900,000 calls, square root is actually faster there, slower there, right? Slightly slower there. They're honestly neck and neck. So there, to me, also, this is far more readable than this, right? This distinctively tells me I'm trying to find the distance here. So when it comes to distance, in my opinion, just use vector 3 distance. Scrap this square magnitude nonsense because it's simply just like not routinely faster. Sometimes it's slower. Obviously, this is one simple test, right? With hard-coded numbers here. Well, these are random, but you know, there could be a time where square magnitude might be faster, but I have not found it. So there you go. Okay, so this next one is quite interesting. Find objects. So on startup here, when this test starts up, all I'm doing is just generating a bunch of objects. So you can see under here, a bunch of trees. In the tree, there's a bunch of layers, and then in the layers, there's a bunch of objects. On the objects, I've got them tagged find, and I've also got this find helper, which is just an empty class. So in this first benchmark, I'm just finding them by tag. In the second benchmark, finding by type. So let's do, that's right, so this is actually very slow. So I'm doing recommended 1000 iterations. As you can see, it's quite slow. And there we go, find object of type is significantly slower. So I actually don't know how they work behind the scenes, but somebody in my Discord made a good point in that find objects with tag probably just looks at the transform level, checks the tag and says, yep, good to go. Whereas the find object of type probably has to go through every single object, looking at every single.
Right, let's have a quick look at this. Have we got any references of find objects? In our keep alive, we have. No, we just want okay, this only happened once. That's fine. What else?
Component, right? Transform, whatever else it's got, sprite renderer, image, collider, all this stuff, going through them and then finally returning it. So it has to do an exhaustive search of every single object of every single.
Oh, find game objects with tag. Let's have a look at find game. Object collider. Again, that's just once in the start. That's fine.
Component. So that would make sense why it takes so much longer. So yeah, after seeing these, so let's just maybe do 4000. Probably gonna be waiting for a second. 4000. Let that load. I've actually got a WebGL build of this, and if you did this amount on WebGL, it would absolutely crash your browser. There we go. So find object of type took 18 seconds to do 4,300 of them. So yeah, my recommendation is never use these two functions in any game loop. Definitely not in update. I honestly wouldn't even use them in a state change on like a turn-based combat game, right? Because they're honestly so damn slow. Usually there's a better way to find your objects, right? Have them in a list of some kind on a manager or any number of things. The only time I would ever say use this is once on the initialization of your classes at the very start of the scene in startup or awake. That is the only time. Otherwise, avoid them like the plague because they're super damn slow. Okay, so this next one is very interesting as well. It's about using the non-alloc versions of the physics functions. So for example, here in our benchmark 1, we're grabbing the results of physics overlap sphere. And if we just have a look here, I've just got a, golly gosh, I've just got a bunch of colliders in this area here. And when we click it, it's just going to overlap sphere and grab them all. And in the second benchmark here, we're actually using overlap sphere non-alloc, and we're sending in our pre-made collisions array, right? So it's just going to be reusing that same array instead of creating a new one and returning it to us. Let's see how that one goes. Let's use max iterations. Okay, apparently I said that should be the maximum, so let's do that instead. And as you can see, the non-alloc version is slower. Let's actually do a little bit more than that. Something like that. Yeah, so, you know, it's coming in close to almost double the speed, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't use it. So let's actually remove the normal one, the overlap sphere one, and let's head back into Unity. Okay, so let's press play, and let's open the profiler, and we'll run the non-alloc. So then this will be calling the actual non-allocated version. And let's call it again, and again. As you can see, there's no garbage that's being allocated, which makes sense, right? So we're using the non-allocated version. So now if we just swap those, like that, and now we're using the actual normal version, the allocated version, and we press play, let's run that. We will see here that it just allocated 38 MB of garbage, right? So obviously arrays are reference types, so it goes straight to the heap, and when that goes out of scope, eventually the garbage collector needs to come and pick it up. So let's just run that again. Yeah, 38 MB of garbage. So yes, the non-alloc version is slower to run, but it doesn't generate any garbage whatsoever. So yeah, you really just need to know, do I want it to be super, super fast, or do I want to allocate no garbage? And in most cases, you're probably going to want to not allocate any garbage. So this one will win most times, right? But everybody's game is different, and you might not give a damn about garbage. You might just care about.
Right. I think we got a version of that. So where we're doing our overlap circle, non-alloc. No? Okay, maybe not with this. That's fine.
The speed. Okay, the next one, camera access. Now, whenever you see any code snippet of someone using camera.main in update, you will absolutely see the next comment of someone saying you shouldn't use camera.main in the update function, which is fine because that's what we were all told. But then just recently, actually, I was making a tutorial and I was caching the camera just like this here, and someone made a comment saying you don't need to do that anymore because Unity now caches it. I thought, oh, that's cool. But then I tested it and there's still some weird results. So let's just run this. Let's do max iterations here. And you can see using camera main, find with tag is obviously slow, as we've discovered that. Find object of type is even slower. But as you can see, caching the camera is still superior. And if we look at camera main, we will see that it is still an external call, so it's still going to C++. So they may have cached it, but they've cached it on the C++ side. So if for some reason in update you're calling camera main 53,000 times, you're only going to lag for 8 milliseconds, right? So calling it one time, or even 2,000 times, it's not even going to slow you down by 1 millisecond. Okay, link versus loop. So everybody says don't use link in Unity.
All right, let's have a quick look at these. So our camera. Those are fine. And the rest of that's fine. Yeah, okay.
I think that's bullshit. I think you certainly should use link, but ensuring that you use link in the correct places and at the correct time. So let's just run this link loop. It's saying 1000 max iterations, or else we'll be here all night. Okay, so link is obviously the slowest here. We've got for loop, which is faster, cached for loop, which is faster still. I'll show you what that is in a second, and a for each loop, which is even faster. Now I'll show you the code. So we're just making a list here of this, which is just an int and a float. And all these tests are doing are just filtering a little bit and then adding to a list. So this link one is just checking that this int value is more than this threshold here, and then it's just selecting all of the remaining ones float value. These are doing the exact same thing, just with loops. So as you can see here, we're looking through them all. If it is over the threshold, then add it to this list. This cached for loop was actually just caching the count. Okay, so instead of having data.count here and doing it every iteration, we're actually caching it. My buddy just wanted to check to see if that actually makes a difference. I was curious too, and it actually does. It always seems to be just that little bit faster. And then the for each loop. So for each is generally faster if your for loop has to access the index of the array more than once. So if you're only accessing it once, for loop will always be faster. Twice or more, you should probably use a for each. But yeah, so I built this and I put this in WebGL, and these numbers are all back to front. So in the editor is completely different to your built WebGL game. Who knows, if it's a built standalone game, it might be different still. I would be really curious if you guys want to go to the WebGL and run these yourself and tell me if any of these are different to what you found. String builder. Now, I know I've done a few community posts saying you should definitely use string builder. I just want to show you why. So here we've just got a phrase, subscribe, which you should do, account 100. So we're going to basically do subscribe 100 times in a string. So this top one is just simple concatenation. We're just creating a string, concatenating to it. The second one is using a string builder, looping, appending, and then finally just stringing it. So if we run this now, max 3000, just so we don't lag, you'll see the difference is ginormous, right? So let's actually do a bit more than that. Let's do 13. Oops, 22. Why not? Oh, it's a lot of string. So yeah, absolutely use a string builder, not just for speed, performance, but also for garbage allocation. String builder is the way to go. Max 3000, just so we don't lag. Basically do subscribe 100 times.
New string builder, build append phrase. Again, I think we're really only just doing some concatenation in the very initial setup, so I don't think we need to worry too much about that. Where is it? It's in the stats. Yeah, this one, sprite library name. But this is only called on get stats. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. That's fine.
In a string. So this top one is just simple concatenation. One last one that I wanted to show you, which is order of operation. So the idea is just that floats are more expensive to do arithmetic on, and then integers, vectors more expensive than floats, quaternions more expensive than vectors, so on. So you should order your operations in that logical order, if you can. So for example, this top one, it's float times vector. This next one is float times vector times float, and then vector times float. And if we run this, let's do max iterations, you'll see that it is actually 2 times faster. Let me just give you a little example of this in action. So let's say transform position plus equals. Let's say you're wanting to move left, and you're doing time speed times time dot delta time, right? You even see this in the docs. If you go look through the docs, you will see Unity doing this. So this is an example of doing it incorrectly, right? This is vector times float times float. So this would actually be 2 times faster if we flipped this to the other side. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And if you go to this link here, you will see that Unity themselves actually do recommend doing it this way. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. Again, it's something that we don't do a lot of, so I don't think we need to worry too much here. Let's just have a quick look around here. New vector, that's fine. We're not doing calculations here. The main one is fixed update, right? So vector 2 of that, that's fine. Additionals, that's fine. Okay.
Okay,
So-
let's talk about some UI performance. In this short video, I will show you how bad it is for your game if you put every UI element in one canvas and why. Every UI element should be under canvas, and if any of the UI element changes its position, rotation, scale or alpha value, then the whole canvas will become dirty and will be rebuilt in the next frame. This will cause a major performance problem. So to tackle this issue, we separate the UI elements accordingly, whether they are animating or not. We put static UI elements in one canvas and animated UI elements in other canvas. Each canvas acts as an independent island. You can nest canvases and can still make having so many canvases can also cause performance. I have achieved 100 FPS.
Okay, this isn't
COVID has me
too
feeling like a bag of dicks, but how are you?
important.
Did you know the start method can actually be a coroutine? Unity is smart enough to call it properly for you. It can also be an async method if that's more your style. If you have some logic which needs to run before anything else, or you'd like to generate persistent objects, you can use runtime initialize on load method attribute. Decorate any method with this attribute, and it will now run without the need to attach it to an object. Be aware though, by default, it won't be called before objects in the same call awake. If you want it to be called before anything else, change its type to before same load. Now, as you can see, it calls first, followed by each service's awake function that I spawn, then finally objects which are already in the scene's awake. Have you ever unknowingly broken an animation, or imported an animation which didn't perfectly fit your rig? As you can see here, my animation expects an object called center circle, but my actual hierarchy is using circle. Sure, I could change the hierarchy, but it's unlikely you'll want to change your rig object's names just for some random animation. You can simply rename the key name on the animation. You can easily inspect your unserialized read-only values in the inspector by entering debug mode. I use this all the time, and I'm sure you will too. Lastly, if you don't know how to debug in Unity, do yourself a favor and watch this video. It'll make you a far better programmer. I'll be releasing a video on quaternions very shortly. If you finally want to understand how the hell they work, subscribe now so you don't miss out.
Okay, again, that's not really what we're looking for. So, the performance profiler tutorial. Let's have a look at this. Let's sort by this year. Unity's profiler. Surprised there's not something bigger about this. Maybe let's
Please
have a
watch
quick look
the
at this
video
one.
in high quality. In this video, we will learn how to use Unity profiling. So currently, I have a simple script called random queue, which click play, and off to view each single operation. The spike in the graph, you could select them by left click, and they show when an operation take up more time in a specific frame. So when selecting a spike, you could note the CPU to see in the time in milliseconds the frame took to complete. And if you multiply your target frame per second by 1000, you will reach the required milliseconds budget per frame that you're aiming for. The bottom half of the profile show a visual breakdown of each frame selected here, and you could select the timeline, make sure it's selected from the drop down and scroll using the mouse scroll to zoom in and out. You can see there are alternate tabs, one editorial loop and one is a player loop. The player loop represents everything running in the game itself, and the editor loop represents everything having to run the game in the editor. We're gonna focus on the player loop, and we could zoom in and zoom out to in a routine and click the play button.
I'm sure there's something. There must be a video showing us how to use this.
In this video, we
Usage
will look
of
at
memory
Unity's memory
profiler.
profiler and explore its features to inspect the memory usage of your Unity project. We have provided an example project with a few sample memory problems for you to practice with as a free download in the description below. We'll look at debugging and solving the example memory problems in the provided project with help from the memory profiler. The goal is to help you get started with analyzing your game's memory performance and to help you understand some of the tools the memory profiler provides. In our example project, we have created a few sample memory issues. In your own project, there may be similar problems. The memory profiler package can be used in conjunction with Unity's built-in profiler. Compared to the built-in profiler, the new memory profiler provides a more detailed breakdown of memory usage and allows snapshots to be saved. There are several different visualizations available to assist you with analyzing your application's memory performance. When analyzing memory usage.
Okay, I don't think this is it either. I think we're just gonna package this up and publish again on itch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this running. We'll get our music on in the background. Have we got anything new to commit? No, we want to undo changes. Let's just double check that keep alive. Yep, that looks fine. Close all. That's fine. Oh yeah, the only thing we were going to change was try and match up the menu animation speed. Let's do this again. Let's pause this one more time. Right, menus. want to slow this down. Let's make it really slow. And then that'll help us figure out what we want to do. Let's make this even as well. So something changing every 15 seconds, right? Wondering if I can see what the beats per minute of the song is, but I'm not sure. Still a bit fast. So that's a bit slow now. Let's see what 90's like. That looks like it's in time. So 45 should be in time as well. It's a little bit slow. Let's go 44. Well, if 44 works, then 22 should be okay. That's too much. Right, 44 is. Let's do 42. Okay, let's go back to that. Let's get our scene, game scene. No, main menu. Menus, main menu. I think that's right. We've done it right. 42. Perfect. Okay. And with that, we're going to load up our preloader. Let's just do one last check. And then we'll start build. This one could be 22. That feels right. I'm wondering if I want to swap some of these around. So that one's the lowest, isn't it? That's between 2, 1, 0, 1, 2. So I think we want to start on 2. So let's record. Let's set this as 2. And then we go 0. This should be 2. So 2. Three. Let's see what this looks like. That's better. That feels like it's in with music now. Cool. Let's just double check. So it goes 2, 3, 0, 1, 2. Right, so it's in order, but right, let's test one more time. Let's just see that that's taken. Cool. I think a little shove attack might be useful. Okay, not too bad. Pause, main menu works. Yep. Right, with that, we're going to go File, Build Settings. This is all fine. And then we're going to go Build into WebGL. Select this folder. Yes, we want to continue. And then we're going to leave this running because this normally takes like, well, this takes like 10 minutes at least. So with that, I'm going to take a little break and do a screen break. We're going to do back soon. And where's our countdown timer? I'm going to move this up so we can see the progress. And our countdown timer we're going to set to a bit more than that. Let's do 10 minutes because we've got to wait for that. So yeah, we're going to do a break, little stretch, loo break, get some food, get a coffee, and we'll be back in a bit while we wait for this to build. Cheers. Right. Looks like that's finished. Go in here. What we'll do, we unzip all of this. Right, send to compress it. There we go. And we're going to call this King of the Ring version 1.0. Didn't press F1. Okay. Oh wait, we've still got the screen break stuff on. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Right, 1.0. We want to take our link to King of the Ring, which is here. We logged in. We're going to edit game. We're going to do new upload. King of the Ring 1.0. Open that. We're going to set this file will be played in the browser. This one's hide this file. We could probably delete some of these, but they're only 14 megabytes, so they're only tiny. Right, save. And then we view page. We'll let it load. Right, this seems okay. Oh wait, it's not picking up the sound effects. Wait, let me make sure we got the right. There we go. Let's blast this up. Oh, actually, wait, we should have... let's just copy this audio ducking. Let's close that. Dev, sound effects, filters, paste that one there. Close, and then this one. Filters, paste, close. Right now it should duck whenever I talk as well. Yeah? Is this audio ducking? It doesn't look like it's audio ducking. Let's just do one more test. Oh, it's because I haven't put the ducking source on. Okay. You and you. Actually, let's just quickly check some of these. That's why. That should do that. You as well. And this one as well. Yep. Right, is there any more audio that needs to have this? Spotify. I thought Spotify does it, but maybe we got it wrong. White bat audio. Mic doesn't need it. That's fine. Any other audio sources? Let's just have a quick look. Visual audio, that should be the same, I think. Yeah, that's good. Damekeeper. Good, okay, right. Now, if we go to here, and let's transition. Now, when I talk, yeah, there we go. That's the ducking. Okay, so we can blast this up a little bit louder. me to quit. Oh no. Let's restart it. Right, one game. Doesn't really need a quit button in the WebGL version. Let's get rid of focus mode. Let's get rid of working on and current activity. Oh, what is going on with this? I know this is the WebGL version, but is this something to do with? Oh, it's only on full screen. Yeah, it doesn't like full screen. WebGL full screen. Low FPS. Toasted compression. Okay, so maybe what we'll do is in our edit game here, we'll just remove the full screen button. Yeah, let's do that. Because it's big enough in this window to play as the scale that it needs to be. Shouldn't get hit off the edge of the screen there. Oh. We got slammed away. Oh no. Nope. Oh no. We got countered there. Oh, just about managed to stay on there. No. Nice. Right, cool. I'm quite happy with that. Right, well, I think that's it. I think we're going to wrap up with King of the Ring there. And that's it, yeah. We're going to maybe start brainstorming on another game next. So I don't need to say that, that's fine. We could do a little bit of pixel art. But no, I think we want to do some new game stuff. Let's close out some of these windows we're not using. We don't need that now. Don't need this anymore. And we'll put our music back on. Right, okay. There's a few other things we could do with this, but I think that's where we want to get to. So we had a look at the performance stuff and we've published. So when we do come back, we can have a look at side slam, we could have a look at like a shove attack. Just to like create a space around you so they can jump again. We can even do like a punch. And then Jack King, Jack 10 and Ace. What else could we do? Character selection. We could do skill unlock. That's a few ideas there ready for the next one. Right. Audacity can go into. Actually, we don't need a shortcut there. So what do we want to do next? Let's get Figma open. And what we're going to do, we're going to find a new file, new design file. And what we're going to do, we're going to draft a new horror game. Brainstorming. Let's pump the size up there. And I think actually what I want to do with this, I want to try and use some at.GMT stuff for this. So let's get logged in. Exceptionally high demand, as always. Oh, where's the login? Right, what do we want to do with this? Let's have a little think. Because we have a few ideas for a game. But I don't think it's the game that we want to start just yet. I think we want a... let's go for railway. Some decent fun. Right, let's duplicate this. Chat integration. So for this, we want Twitch and YouTube. Ooh. And this can all be right aligned now. And we can be a bit smaller. Go down to like 20 something. 16? No, 20. Okay. And I kind of just want to see what ChatGPT is going to give us. So, can you give me some ideas for a horror game? With chat, with live stream, chat integration. Let's see what GPT comes up with. Not quite what I was looking for. I want the... I was thinking more the chat integration being like... people sending messages in chat gets to affect the game. So, what can we do with that? What do I want to do here? I think I want to say, can you give me some ideas of how a streamer's chat could influence a horror game that they are playing. I kind of got an idea of like doing some kind of like haunted mansion thing. So, chat can be used to provide hints or clues to the streamer about what to do. It's just backseating, basically. Chat can be used to send warnings. Yeah, same. Influence the gamer's decisions, so polls. Chat can be divided into two sides, each urging the streamer to take a different action. Used by the game to introduce new elements or challenges. For example, chat could be used to trigger events or bring new enemies for the streamer to face. That would be quite cool. Chat can be used by the game to create a sense of community and shared experience. For example, the chat can be used by players to discuss their own strategies. And not quite what I'm thinking of here. Maybe we have a think about this ourselves instead, and then we get it to provide extra features. So let's have a think. What could we do for a horror game? I kind of want haunted house. I'm thinking this kind of vibe. Now, maybe the player controls one detective, we're going to call it. That is exploring, looking for clues about the entity / monster. No, we've got to zoom out a bit. That is active in the house / mansion. Let's allow word wrap. I know there's an option somewhere here, isn't there? In text here, word wrap. Details. Oval, no. I'm sure there's something here for word wrap, isn't there? No, it's going to do it automatically. Let's do something like this then. Oh, that's so I can spell mansion, right? So viewers from chat could be NPCs. No, other investigators that we encounter in the mansion. So how would this work? they could help figure out clues that are found to figure out clues to help determine figure out the clues. That could be riddle slash languages to translate slash what else? We could do ciphers. That's not how you spell ciphers. That's how you spell ciphers. Maybe different levels of difficulty can be opted into when the clue is found. When each clue is found. Could also help with finding items to help trap or combat or what? Trap, combat, exercise. Thanks for exercise? Yeah, I think so. Like banish the monster. What else could we do? I wonder if this can give us... Can you give me some riddles that have a horror element to them? See what comes up. Horror themed riddles. Reach the phase on it there. Wait. Can you give me the answers to these riddles too? Or is this just giving me like generic text that is a riddle? Just a monster. Okay. Okay. They're not terrible. They're much better than what I could come up with, but I'm sure we can come up with some ideas for good riddles. The problem is having enough content though for it to be replayable. Minions, pets. Could be... Yeah, they can be good or bad. Let's have a look at some pixel art monsters for a bit of inspiration. We want horror. Just lots of teeth everywhere. It's still too high res for what I'm looking for. These are cool. This like concept art and the actual pixel image. That's quite cool. I really like this. It's like the roots are embedded in the ground. That's cool. That's quite cool as well. Nice animations there. Primal Planet. Pixel art Metrovania full of dinosaurs. That's cool. Pixel Dominus. It's like 2.5D. Some interesting ones here. It's a cute character. Very difficult with the fog over that. Nice. Right, I think I've got to go and do some brainstorming on my own. It's the kind of thing where just walking around and thinking about it is probably going to be better than sitting at a screen and trying to figure out what we want. But we're going to start brainstorming over the next week or so. Coming up with some ideas. I think tomorrow, rather than game dev or brainstorming, we might just do some pixel art and do that as the whole thing. Depending on how we get on with brainstorming, we might have some ideas and we might want to start trying some development. But that will be the next things. But with that, yeah, I think we're going to wrap up there. Hope it's been an interesting stream. Thank you for the follow again, Hero. And thanks, people, for lurks. Hope it's been interesting. I'm glad we've got King of the Ring up and running. Gonna be back a little bit later tonight for a bonus stream doing more Pokemon Randomizer. We're gonna do our Kaizo Ironmon continuation. We've got a Charizard up to Misty. So we'll see how that goes. And then be back tomorrow with the pixel art stream that we said about. Maybe doing the DVD Shrine stream in the evening. But I might be doing a night shift, so we'll have to figure out what I'm doing with that. And then other than that, probably going to be stopping for Christmas. So hope everyone has a nice week. Enjoys the festivities if they're celebrating. And hope to see you some point later. Cheers. And where's our end card? There we go. See you next time. Bye.